I might be interpreting this question wrong, but I'm taking it to be like supernatural horror where the character thinks that they're alive and they won, but they are actually dead. So I'm sorry if that's not what you meant, but either way, here's some movies where the main characters are actually dead. Major spoilers here. So the first one that immediately came to mind is The Others. So at the end of The Others, we find out that Nicole Kidman's character actually murdered her two children before committing suicide. So they have actually been dead the whole time. The next one I thought of because I actually rewatched this movie for the first time in a very long time this week, and I forgot how freaking scary it is. But Jacob's Ladder is such a great mindfuck movie. So essentially Tim Robbins' character, Jacob, comes back from the war in Vietnam and he starts having these terrifying visions and hallucinations. And it turns out that he actually never came home from Vietnam. He actually died there. And the visions are actually like a purgatory limbo type thing that he is seeing before he dies. I've talked about this movie on here, but A Tale of Two Sisters. This one is a Korean psychological horror, and it turns out that one of the sisters is actually dead the whole time. So this was actually remade into an American version, which you might know as The Uninvited. A Tale of Two Sisters is better, but I actually do enjoy this movie. But same exact plot twist at the end, one of the sisters is dead the whole time. So that reminds me of this movie, Goodnight Mommy, which I'm actually not a big fan of because I feel like it's kind of a ripoff of A Tale of Two Sisters, except just with two brothers. But so needless to say, turns out that one of the twin brothers is actually dead the whole time. Obviously, The Sixth Sense, one of my personal favorite plot twists of all time. So Bruce Willis is the psychiatrist for a boy named Cole who has a sixth sense and can see dead people. And it turns out that Bruce Willis is actually dead the whole time and Cole is the only person that can see and hear him. Carnival of Souls is a true OG, and I feel like it does not get the respect that it deserves. This is just such a beautifully tragic and terrifying movie. But it turns out that the main character actually dies in the opening car scene that we see. And the terrifying people that she's seeing are actually the souls of other people who died that are there to essentially take her to the other side. And though it's not a movie, I do have to give a shout out to the first season of American Horror Story because it is my favorite season. I'm thinking specifically of when Violet dies and tries to leave the house because she doesn't realize that she's dead.